ASD, ADHD, DMDD, BP1. Wait, don't forget PDA, also SPD, IED, and ODD.
A ton of different acronyms. It's just like eating alphabet soup. You never know what you're gonna get.
That's chocolate.
Oh, that is right. So, well, I guess instead of letters, it's kind of that's kind of what's printed on all his paperwork, isn't it?
Yeah. How do we?
There you go.
We're Sarah and Greg, and this is Total Bauler Move. Uh, being our first episode, we're gonna discuss Ryan's recent psych eval and all the acronyms that come with it.
All of the acronyms, all
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
So, Ryan, he is 12, and I guess what we've been told is clinically complex or clinically complicated.
Complicated.
Clinically complicated. There we go.
Don't say that 5 times fast. He's been diagnosed with autism, with a PDA profile, um, combined ADHD, so impulse and hyperactivity. We have intermittent explosive disorder and conduct disorder. Uh, and that one, let's just hit them all up.
Yeah.
They're um,
All bad.
um, and what sucks is that all these make up Ryan. Doesn't make who he is, but
It's just part of who he is.
yeah,
Um, so a bunch of different acronyms. Kind of, what do they mean?
yeah.
Like
And
what?
we're used to acronyms being
Like
military, so we know
everything's an
acronyms.
acronym.
Yeah. You have ASD. ASD is autism spectrum disorder. For Ryan, this means very rigid routines. Um, very intense special interests. Hamsters.
In space. Mm-hmm.
Oh, and video games. Wii U.
Video games.
Video games.
Oh.
Yeah. Um, hypersensitive to sound, especially fire alarms at school, and social interactions are kind of confusing and difficult for him.
Yeah. Just really hard for him to understand how to interact with people. Kind of something that, as growing up, we just kind of figure out.
Yeah.
It's harder for him. So, ADHD. I think we all know what ADHD is. He's busybody. He's always moving, jumping around. His body needs to move.
He's
Kind of
constantly
forgetting stuff and just movement and just
wash your hands. Oh.
Yeah, remind him to wash his hands.
Yeah.
Because his brain's 3 steps ahead of his body.
Yeah. Yeah. We have IED or intermittent explosive disorder. Big, fast, explosive rage. There's no logic, no lead up, nothing. Just there's that flip switch
out of nowhere. You're just sitting there, and all of a sudden, there's a big explosion.
Yeah.
No real rhyme or reason as to why. There's no triggers. It kind of just happens randomly, and it's really hard to really put I guess a trigger path to it.
Yeah.
CD. No, CD, conduct disorder. It's a really weird one. It kind of means he just gets aggressive on purpose. Basically making threats, trying to hurt people, and most of the time, sometimes not showing any remorse.
Mm-hmm.
The remorse kind of looks like what he's been through all those therapies that I know I'm supposed to say sorry, but I don't actually know what sorry means.
Yeah.
That's a tough one because
uncomfortable for people.
Yeah, it's really, it's hard for the other kids too. All of a sudden, their brother's just being mean to them and aggressive and angry at them for no reason and doesn't apologize, doesn't know why.
Yeah. And then we have BP1. This is bipolar, but this is a provisional one, which really means it's still in question. One of the big things is watching for those cycles. One thing Greg and I have done a lot of times is trying to catch on to these cycles and try to figure out where this is kind of leading and how this leads up to. With some of the other ones, difficulty sleeping, hyperverbal, and sometimes very impulsive, just like with the other diagnoses. It's kind of hard.
Yeah, and that's something we've done over the last 10 years, is try to find patterns, try to find what's the best way forward. How can we not eliminate, but reduce the frequency, reduce the intensity, just for kind of the sake of the other kids and us. But the last one is PDA, pathological demand avoidance. It's one of those things that's not recognized in the US, which is really weird. One of the few things I envy the EU or Europe on. Very few things, but I think they've got that right in that regard. But basically what that is if you ask him to do something like, hey, can you go brush your teeth? Game over. Like, absolutely not. He could be walking to go brush his teeth. And if I say, hey, make sure you brush your teeth. Nope. Now he doesn't want to do it.
Hey, Sam. Sam's helping too.
Basically, the way it is his brain is wired to treat an ask as a threat, which is like a life and death, fight or flight mode threat. So brushing your teeth, like, hey, can you please put your shoes on? Nope.
No. Chaos. The tough thing is isn't necessarily the number of diagnoses. I mean, there's a lot. How many did we figure out? Like 5?
50.
Thank you, Sam. Sam just wants to be in.
I know.
This Sam the cat.
Come here, buddy.
I think our biggest thing is that, like we mentioned a few times, that a lot of this overlaps. Where does, when he refuses to get dressed or refuses to brush his teeth, is it PDA? Is it the conduct? Is it, were you going to be coming up to IED? And or is it a mood spike?
Traditionally, the answer is yes. Yes to all the above. Answer D, all apply. Don't really know which one is manifesting. We don't know the best way forward. Something that triggers him today is going to be a coping mechanism tomorrow, and a coping mechanism today is going to set him off in 3 hours. So it's a constant trying to figure out which.
And it doesn't help, like with treatment. What works for ADHD doesn't work for PDA, and what works for autism isn't going to work for this.
We've been through a multitude of different therapies. I can't even name them all.
There's acronyms in that too.
We've gone through ABA. We've gone through CBT, BMT, behavior modification therapy. We've done outpatient. We've done inpatient residential.
We're currently doing IHBT, in-home behavioral intensive
home-based therapy. And that just doesn't necessarily work with him. It works with the family and integration from coming back from the group home that he is in. So we've tried everything, and then all of the advice that we get is, have you tried this? And yes, and here's the packet of paperwork from here's the packet that we got from this place that said this therapy isn't good for him.
And I think that's the thing, is that the system expects us to do all of this. It expects us to be the crisis responders and be the educators and be the therapists. Because, like we do that every morning. We do the same thing. We get his breakfast ready. We give him his medication. And I think that's what kind of
Like right now, waiting for him to get up. We got his breakfast bowl. I've got his specific cereal that he eats every day. He gets 3 specific donuts every day, and then his cup of juice.
In a certain spot with his
certain spot, and then he reads
book.
right behind us. That's kind of the tough part. Is we're expected to be everything. You know, there's you always hear like, oh, there's services, there's support. Like everybody wants to support you to a point of that's just like good intentions only take you so far. But when we go through all the therapies and we try to do all the things and we constantly run into roadblocks, support really doesn't exist in any true shape or form for this type of kid.
And I think with all these, with this alphabet soup of Ryan, Ryan Tui. No, that's not really a soup, is it?
Ratatouille?
Yeah.
That's not a soup. It looks like pepperonis though. I guess it's
think
vegetables.
It's tomatoes. We haven't eaten breakfast this morning.
No. Had coffee.
We did.
I had 2 giant cups though. So
I think we're getting off track.
That's fine.
I think this not only I think again that system is we're given all these acronyms and we're given this and we're supposed to decipher these acronyms. Oh, somebody's up.
And he's up.
But I think it confuses the therapist. I think it confuses the school. I think it confuses us because Ryan isn't just, you know, a checklist of symptoms. I think
there's a lot to it. He likes to make dad jokes. He's funny. He's super intelligent.
Give him a good math problem, and
he loves reading fact books. He's reading like economics for kids, and he just likes to know things and learn things. It's really hard to kind of convey that to people who don't live like this. They may be able to say they sympathize, but you don't really know. It's hard. Morning, bud.
Hi, Rye.
You want to come say hi? Yeah. What's that? You ready for
your donuts?
These are my donuts, by the way.
Need just donuts.
How many donuts do you get? 3. Kind of, sort of, bud.
Yeah.
It's basically a YouTube channel for different.
Yeah.
It's probably a good way to put it, I guess.
Yeah.
So he's got his breakfast.
Yeah. We decided to go outside, and of course the train comes by. One of our favorite.
It doesn't honk its horn though.
Sometimes.
It's just most of the time. It's going to do it this time.
It's going to do it this time.
There it is.
Oh, no honking.
See? Told you.
So we talked about how like complicated all these acronyms are. And it kind of sucks because right now the recommendation is for him to be placed out of home.
Again. It's not the first time. The recommendation is still to be placed out of home just for safety and being able to work on those therapies kind of
because we can't do. I mean,
it's almost round the clock that he needs to be able to work on these mechanisms. It's not to fix him. There's nothing broken with him, but it's just getting past how his brain understands things is the hard part.
It's like it's been said, you know, because of the complexity of a lot of his everything, all the acronyms, all the diagnoses. There is such an intertwine to all that, you know, we just can't do it at home.
Yeah.
We can try. We are. You know, we're including brother and sister in things. We're doing things around the house, like we have the red green cards.
That kind of goes back to we're expected to be mom and dad and therapist and psychologist and case manager, and
don't get me wrong, we have amazing coordinators for, you know, our Ohio Rise and board and PD.
they don't live here every day.
Yeah.
We live
Yeah.
here every day. So we
Yeah.
kind of have to do what we need to do to keep the engine running. And that's another thing too with all of his diagnoses. We get turned away from everywhere. Either he's
too smart,
too
aggressive.
He's too aggressive. His autism is too high functioning. He's verbal, or if a place can take the autism and the giftedness, they can't take the behavior.
It's a lot of we're not equipped. Facilities aren't equipped to handle the combination of the acronyms.
And we just there's I want to say there's a lot of places, but there's not a lot of places across the U.S.
Oh, there's over 40 different places.
Yeah.
Ask me how I know.
40 different places. This was like what, 3 years ago, 2 years ago?
Yeah, 3 years ago.
We keep getting denied. So it's in my brain as dad, it's why do these places even exist if they can't take these kids? It seems like from the pessimistic side of me is they want the easy cases to where they don't have to hire a lot of staff to get that sweet insurance money, because these places charge what, $30,000 a month, because we offered to pay out of pocket until we got that, and that kind of
that's a whole nother
that
episode.
flew right out the window.
That's a whole nother episode. That's a whole nother episode
Yeah.
for another day.
Yeah.
So I guess, if your alphabet soup is a little spicy like ours, coming from somebody who hates spice.
Yeah, you don't like spice.
I don't.
Your spice is salt.
And garlic. I take a little bit of garlic.
Well, now, because we have 24 cloves in the basement right
That's
now
true.
still.
And I didn't pickle spices. I didn't show Big Bertha.
Yeah.
But
yeah, if this is kind of your cup of tea, jam, or if you can relate. Soup. I should have said soup.
That's all right.
Yeah, if you can relate in any way, shape, or form, this is us.
If there's some days we're crushing it and we can kick butt, and then there's some days where I'm sitting on the side of the bed eating either my 4 popsicles or I'm eating my bed chocolate.
Or I gorge myself on cookies because
Or you're playing.
I earned it. I earned it.
And if that's you too, hopefully we found you, and we can talk more. And this is total baller move. When life goes sideways, we keep moving.
That's all we can do.
That's all.